On Friends at 5, grades are in for local schools and districts. We'll tell you how to find out how yours stacked up. And you can be a hero for hungry families here in the Midlands. We're collecting food and donations for Harvest Hope. We'll tell you what you can do to help on Friends at 5.
From News 19, this is Friends at 5 with Darcy Strickland, Andrea Mock, and South Carolina's weatherman, Jim Gandy.
Good afternoon, and thank you for joining us. I'm Jennifer Bellamy.
And I'm Ashley Meservey. We're filling in today, and right now we need to pass it on over to meteorologist Jim Gandy to see what's going on in the Weather Center. Jim?
We had some severe weather today, and it's continuing right now over in Sumter County. We do have some thunderstorms trying to develop in the eastern part of Richland County. These are moving toward the southeast at about 15 miles per hour. But in particular, these thunderstorms right here through Sumter County, particularly the one on the eastern side, that has been the bigger problem during the past 15 minutes because it's producing some large hail. Before we go to that, a couple of thunderstorms over in Edgefield County, but much of the Midlands not seeing any rain and hasn't seen rain today. You can see the thunderstorms here just to the south of Pontiac or southeast of there. This particular thunderstorm that's east of Sumter, radar is indicating the possibility of some large hail. Now, this was a little bit more pronounced about 5 minutes ago. And if you lived east of Sumter and saw some of that hail, if you got pictures of it or if you've got a report of how big the hail was, we'd like to know it because radar was very impressive with this storm. It is moving toward the east at about 15 miles per hour. Now, these thunderstorms have been occurring in a very hot, humid air mass, and that's one of the things giving them the energy. Right now, 96 degrees in Columbia, but notice over in Sumter, they're at 81, 79 degrees down in Orangeburg. They've had thunderstorms today, but where the thunderstorms have not occurred, temperatures are quite hot. Tonight, we might see a chance for a thunderstorm the next hour or two, but for the most part, it's going to be partly cloudy tonight, low of 74. Tomorrow, we'll see another chance of some afternoon thunderstorms with a high of 94 degrees. Over the weekend, 93 for a high. I think we'll see a little bit better chance for thunderstorms, I think, now on Sunday because some tropical moisture is going to be coming in. So we'll get into a pattern each day with some afternoon thunderstorms dissipating around sunset, but temperatures lowering just a bit to 91 for a high on Tuesday. I'll have more on these thunderstorms coming up in just a few minutes.
Well, thank you very much. Well, Harvest Hope Food Bank helps thousands of hungry families right here in the Midlands, but unfortunately right now they're dealing with quite a shortage. The food bank's shelves are almost empty, so News 19 is holding a food drive for Harvest Hope.
That's right, we're collecting donations all day at 6 Midlands Piggly Wiggly locations. News 19's J.R. Berry is live at the store on Devine Street. Hey, J.R., how's it looking out there?
I'm telling you what, it's been a great day out here at this Piggly Wiggly on Devine Street. Take a look. This is where people have been showing up to make their donations. And you know, they really need it at Harvest Hope. It's that time of year when they're low on supplies. Their shelves are empty. Here's a lady making a donation now. We're on live TV. Can I talk to you real quick?
Yeah, you can.
What is your name?
My name is Bertha Jones.
Bertha, why'd you come do this today?
Well, I feel good inside because I never forget the times when I didn't have. And I thank God for the blessing for me to give back to others who need help.
Bless your heart, and thank you so very much.
Thank you.
Scott Garrett with Harvest Hope Food Bank. Let me bring you in here, sir. Let's talk about what kind of day you've had.
We've had a great day. The community has really shown a lot of support. I want to thank WLTX for putting all this together, and I certainly want to thank Piggly Wiggly for hosting this, giving us a place to say, come out and help your community.
You know, it's been a great day, but we've got a couple of more hours to go, and not just today, but every day people can donate.
Well, that's right. You know, right here at the Piggly Wiggly and at 5 other Piggly Wiggly locations, you can come in and there's a permanent Harvest Hope donation bin. And of course, right now, starting up, we've got the phone bank. People can call into WLTX, donate through the phone bank. So there's a lot of great ways to give back to the community.
All right, that phone number to call, by the way, is 647-0299. Dan Brattel is the store manager here at this Piggly Wiggly. You've got a donation.
Absolutely. We are excited and thrilled to have Harvest Hope at our locations here in Columbia, and you can make a donation 7 days a week at all of our corporate stores. We are donating 100 cases from Piggly Wiggly corporate office to the Harvest Hope Food Bank. That's $2,400 worth of merchandise.
Dan, that's very generous. Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Scott, what is that going to mean?
Well, what that means is we've got a great community partner more than anything else. That's 2,400 cans of food, $2,400. That's a lot of food that will help feed a lot of hungry people right away.
All right, we'll be talking more about that. Take a look again. We've got these bins set up outside this Piggly Wiggly on Devine Street. All the other Piggly Wigglies that are participating as well. If you can't make it by and put a donation in these bins, our phone bank is open, 647-0299. 647-0299. Call us right now. A monetary donation, just $1, ladies. $1 can buy up to 5 pounds of food or more. So we'll be telling you more about that coming up in a few moments.
Well, thank you so much, JR. Well, it's not just food donations that Harvest Hope is looking for. As you've heard JR mention, they can stretch $1 into 5 pounds of food. So monetary donations really do go a long way. Here's a look at the phone bank that we've got going on. They're taking calls and donations to help them stock their shelves for families in need. That number on the bottom of your screen, 647-0299. You can call until 7:30 tonight.
And Richland County deputies have arrested a man they say exposed himself to kids at a pool. It happened on July 7th at the Spring Tree Apartments. Deputies say 43-year-old Stacy Dion Searley exposed himself to 6 juveniles ranging in age from 8 to 15 years old. Well, Newberry County deputies have arrested a man they say shot his girlfriend this morning. Deputies say 37-year-old Robert Allen Kennard shot his girlfriend at a home on Highway 773 in Prosperity. The woman was taken to the hospital for treatment with a gunshot wound to the face. They say her injuries are non-life threatening. Kennard was arrested on Highway 76 in the Little Mountain area. And police are searching for the person who shot a man at the Colony Apartments on West Beltline Boulevard. Columbia police say several people were arguing behind a building at the apartments last night around 9 when one man was shot several times. The victim was then taken to a local hospital where he is in stable condition. If you have any information that could help police, you're asked to call Crime Stoppers at 1-888-CRIME-SC. State education officials are speaking out about test results in our schools today. They say nearly 3 out of every 4 public schools in the state got either an A or a B in new letter grade assessments. The letter grades take into account test scores and whether they are improving. The grades replace the old system under the federal No Child Left Behind law, which failed a school if it didn't meet any of 27 different standards. Officials on Thursday also released results of standardized testing, which show improvements in grades 3 through 8. The number of students passing the test required to graduate high school on their first try also increased. And a bus carrying 81 people has crashed 55 miles northeast of St. Louis, hitting the concrete bridge support pillar along an interstate. The double-decker bus was on its way from Chicago to Kansas City. The wreck has shut down Interstate 55 in both directions while emergency crews treat those injured. Bond has been set for the Batesburg-Leesville man accused of contaminating the water supply for dialysis machines. 49-year-old Donald Foster's bond was set at $525,000 this morning. Lexington County Sheriff's Department says Foster poured bleach into a water holding tank at a medical services clinic in West Columbia. Deputies say Foster, who worked at the clinic, was recently put on suspension without pay, and just days later he's accused of trying to poison the patients. Luckily, none of those patients were injured, and many are still counting their blessings.
And I thank God that none of them get injured. I was glad he was there for us because we could have had that in our system. You know, I was just glad he looked out for us. Well, employees realized the water was contaminated after performing regular water tests. Foster faces up to 30 years in prison if convicted. And Low Country College has moved forward in the process to hire an independent investigator to look into its handling of a complaint about a former camp counselor who later pled guilty to a number of sex charges. The school wants an independent investigation of how it handled a complaint about counselor Louis Reville in 2007. The complaint accused Reville of showing porn to young boys at the Citadel summer camp in 2002. Now, the school did not tell the police about the allegation. The Citadel graduate is serving a 50-year prison term after he pleaded guilty in June to molesting some 23 boys in the Charleston area. The Citadel's Board of Visitors has agreed to hire an expert next week to recommend by August 24th 3 appropriate firms to review the allegations.
A psychiatrist who had the Colorado Theater shooting suspect as a client reportedly wanted to talk to a campus security committee about him weeks before the attack. A Denver television station is reporting that the University of Colorado psychiatrist Lynn Fenton wanted to discuss James Holmes with the members of a campus behavioral and security committee about a month before the shootings in Aurora. But the report says the meeting never happened because Holmes had begun the process of dropping out of school. He's charged with killing 12 people and wounding 58 in Aurora movie theater on July 20th. The university has declined to discuss the report, citing a court-ordered barring it from releasing details about Holmes' year as a graduate student in neuroscience.
Drew Peterson's murder trial will go on after the judge decided against declaring a mistrial. Today's ruling following several blunders by prosecutors seeking to prove the 58-year-old former police officer killed his third wife, Kathleen Savio, in 2004. He's also a suspect in the 2007 disappearance of his fourth wife, Stacy Peterson, but he has not been charged in her case.
All right, Toyota owners, listen up. Here's another vehicle recall you need to know about today. The recall includes 760,000 Toyota RAV4 SUVs with model years between 2006 and 2011. The automaker says it's also recalling 18,000 Lexus HS 250h models from 2010. Toyota says the move is due to a suspension problem that could cause crashes. A Toyota spokesman says the issue may be connected to 9 crashes and 3 minor injuries in the U.S. The automaker says it's working on the fix for the problem and that dealers will repair the issue for free.
Well, it's only 28 days till kickoff, and the South Carolina Gamecocks are the 9th best team in the nation. That's according to the preseason USA Today Top 25 Coaches Poll, which was released today. LSU is the preseason favorite, edging Alabama and Southern Cal. The Gamecocks finished the 2011 season with a school record of 11 wins. And the Gamecocks will begin fall practice tomorrow night at 7:30. The first game is scheduled for Thursday, August 30th in Nashville against the Vanderbilt Commodores. 3-game football mini plans will go on sale August 20th for Gamecock Club members and USC faculty and staff. They will go on sale to the general public beginning August 24th, and individual tickets go on sale on the 31st.
And a lot of excited Gamecock fans out there.
Me being one of them, I cannot wait. It's going to be a great season.
Yes, well, keep it here on Friends at 5. We're going back out to the Harvest Hope food drive, and we still need your help.
We'll be right back.
Take a look at this. A WLTX viewer snapped a few photos of hail in Lexington County this afternoon. Jim Williams says small hail fell for 20 to 30 minutes, and he said he spotted a few pieces that were quarter-sized. Jim, this was one of the last things I expected to hear today, hail.
Can knock you out right there.
I know.
It is a hot day. It's a humid day, and things are just building up. And actually, that is small compared to what radar believes has been falling over in Sumter County. It's been even larger than that. And let's go to our True View, our max storm Doppler radar right now, because there's a new severe thunderstorm warning that has been issued, and it's for parts of what's basically the eastern sections of Sumter County, Lee County, southeastern Kershaw County, northeastern Clarendon County, and that'll be in effect until 6 o'clock tonight. And again, it's for these thunderstorms right here. And they're moving on off toward the east at about 15 miles per hour. The main threat of severe weather is from high winds and large hail. Now, we've got some thunderstorms still building back toward the Columbia area. See this little arc here? That's an outflow boundary from this group of thunderstorms that's been traveling westward. It's now into Columbia, and it's helping to trigger some of these showers and thunderstorms on the northeast side of town. That's something we're going to be watching. Now, while this is a severe thunderstorm warning, what you're seeing over the southern part of the state, that's a severe thunderstorm watch. They're expecting more thunderstorms down in that area. Here's a close-up view of the area under the warning now, north of Sumter, and also just to, well, it's approaching the Tuberville area now. And that particular thunderstorm is the one that's been having some of the largest hail. It seems to diminish a little bit, but even this storm here that's north of Sumter has some hail in it, and we'll continue to watch these other thunderstorms. Now, temperatures have cooled off in areas where the thunderstorms have been active. You can see right here in the eastern part of the state, but it's 94 right now in Columbia. Columbia, 95 in Charlotte, 97 degrees in the Atlanta area. Tonight, we might see a few thunderstorms. They're mainly going to be to the east and south of the Columbia area. For Newberry, a low of 72 with a high tomorrow of 95 degrees. Here in Columbia, we should see a low of 74 and a high of 94. For Sumter, a low temperature of 71, 72 down in Orangeburg, high of 95 in Sumter, 94 in Orangeburg. Here's our 7-day forecast, and you can see as we go into the weekend, it's still going to be quite warm and humid, 93 degrees. I think by Sunday, that's when we'll start to see some of that tropical moisture coming in, and for Sunday through Wednesday, each afternoon, there will be a chance for some thunderstorms. That'll actually help keep temperatures down just a bit. It's 91 degrees for a high on Tuesday and Wednesday. By the time we get to Thursday, partly cloudy skies. Right now, I don't think there will be rain, and high temperature 93 degrees. Now let's go over to where we're going.
Me. Thanks,
okay,
Jim.
There you go.
Well, Harvest Hope Food Bank helps thousands of hungry families in the Midlands put food on the table, but they're dealing with a major shortage. The food bank shelves are almost empty, so News 19 is holding a food drive for Harvest Hope. We've been telling you about this all week. We're collecting donations all day at Midland's Piggly Wiggly locations, but we also have a phone bank going on, and that's where we find Ashley Meservey.
Thank you very much, Jennifer. I'm joined right now with Brandy with Harvest Hope Food Bank. We were just talking about this. Why exactly is this happening? Why are the shelves so empty right now?
Right now, the summer, it makes it really hard for parents that can't normally feed their children an extra meal a day. Now they're having to feed them 3 more meals because with school being out, they're missing breakfast and lunch. So right now we're seeing a lot more parents and families coming out to support them, like feed themselves and their children. It's just too hard to do right now.
And so far, y'all haven't been here for that long right now. What kind of response are you getting?
It's actually very positive. I'm really excited. A lot of donations are coming in financially, and we actually are having a drop-off location at the Piggly Wiggly as well.
And JR's out there right now. Kind of what items are you looking for? I mean, or what items, actually, let's do this. What items can you not accept?
Baby food in glass jars singularly. We can do them in cases. No egg cartons. We used to collect them, but we're not doing that anymore. But pretty much anything that's
you can eat?
That you can eat, pop-top cans, produce, meat, anything that you would normally buy at the grocery store.
That's great. And are y'all needing any volunteers? How is that going right now?
All the time. They can contact us at our Shop Road location. They can go online. We have a location in Florence and Greenville that we need help with. So they can come in and anytime they want to. They would have to go through orientation, but yet.
Alrighty, well, we'll be here all throughout this hour, and remember the phone number is 647-0299. We are waiting for your donations as many families right here in the Midlands need your help. Jennifer?
Thanks, Ashley. Love to hear those phones ringing out there. Keep that coming. Well, still to come on Friends at 5, this little boy didn't have to be bribed to eat all the broccoli off his plate. Coming up, his healthy eating habits have earned him a trip to the White House. We'll tell you all about it coming up. Just 2 weeks after a boy from here in Sumter died from the same thing, a child in Oklahoma has died because of a rare amoeba that started attacking his brain. Amoeba occurs in warm, fresh water like lakes and rivers and also in soil. It typically infects people by entering the body through the nose, generally when people are swimming in warm, fresh water. The amoeba travels up the nose to the brain where it destroys the brain tissue. The initial symptoms start from 1 to 7 days after infection. They include headache, fever, nausea, vomiting, and stiff neck. Well, back on July 17th, an 8-year-old boy died from that rare amoeba he contracted while swimming in Lake Marion. Blake Drigger's family says he complained of not feeling well a week after the family took a trip to the lake. The health department says the waterborne illnesses are rare, but to be safe, health officials recommend wearing nose plugs, earplugs, and swim goggles. They also warn you never to swim in stagnant or polluted water.
And vaccines are supposed to fight off illness, but a new study finds that people who don't get enough shut-eye won't get the full benefits of those vaccines. Researchers found that those who slept less than 6 hours on average per night were less likely to build antibody responses to the vaccine. And there were 11.5 times more likely to be unprotected by the vaccine. Those who got more than 7 hours of sleep on average had a better response. The National Sleep Foundation recommends a person get 7 to 9 hours of sleep each night.
Well, pets can have a positive impact on autistic children. A French study concludes that autistic children introduced to pets have an increased willingness to share and give comfort. The improved social behaviors come a few years after the pets arrive, but researchers found children who had pets since birth showed weaker relationships with the animals. The study suggests that pets can help autistic children improve their social skills at a younger age.
Well, some parents have to beg their kids to eat vegetables, but a young boy from North Dakota who likes to cook and eat healthy foods has earned him a trip to the White House. This 8-year-old Logan Rosie, he's not looking in the refrigerator for soda or junk food. He's all about some vegetables. According to Logan, salty, greasy foods are yucky. He loves healthy meals, so much that Logan and his mom sent his favorite recipe to the First Lady's Healthy Lunchtime Challenge. Now Logan's going to be Michelle Obama's guest at the first ever Kids State Dinner in a couple of weeks.
The coolest thing would just be able to have the honor to be there. Not too many people probably are able to go there, and to be able to just be in the same room as the First Lady is something pretty special.
Well, Logan's favorite turkey vegetable soup recipe is one of 54 winners out of more than 1,200 entries.
That's really neat. Well, you would think that America's best athletes only eat veggies, but we learned that one swimmer celebrated his time at the Olympics with one monster McDonald's meal.
Yep, after winning the gold on Tuesday, U.S. swimmer Ricky Behrens tweeted this along with a picture. Finally, the end of the season celebration dinner, McDonald's. Yes, all for me. All this food equals out about 4,600 calories. Wow, he deserves it. You know what? Just go ahead and take that down.
Why not? Stay with us. We'll be right back in a few moments.
From News 19, this is Friends at 5 with Darcy Strickland, Andrea Mock, and South Carolina's weatherman, Jim Gandy.
Welcome back, and thanks for sticking around for the second half hour of Friends at 5. I'm Jennifer Bellamy.
And I'm Ashley Meservey. There's some issues going on, I believe, in Sumter County. Let's check in with meteorologist Jim Gandy to see what's going on. Jim.
Well, they've had a severe thunderstorm over in that area for the past half hour or so, and we're continuing to see some very strong thunderstorms over there. The severe thunderstorm warning for the southeastern portion of Kershaw County, Lee, the eastern sections of Sumter County, and northeastern Clarendon County. That's in effect until 6 o'clock tonight. You can see the thunderstorms here kind of lined up from west to east, and they are moving toward the east right now at about 15 miles per hour, particularly the front ones. The back ones right now they're moving kind of more to the east southeast. This little arc here is an outflow of winds from these thunderstorms, which has been traveling westward, and as it has, it's been triggering more thunderstorms, and we do have some thunderstorms here on the northeast side of Columbia. But by far the strongest thunderstorms are the ones over here near Lynchburg and to the south that are moving. And they'll be moving out of the Midlands soon, but we still have some very strong thunderstorms here and also just to the east of Camden. Now, some of these are producing some hail, particularly this one that is to the south of Lynchburg. That's had a history of producing some large hail, but now even here in the Columbia area, the thunderstorm on the northeast side of town radar is indicating some hail, and we may see a severe thunderstorm warning for Richland County out of that before too long. In the meantime, for tonight, It's going to be becoming partly cloudy because these thunderstorms are not going to be lasting much longer. Low of 74, but tomorrow we'll see afternoon thunderstorms again with a high of 94. Might see a little bit of a break on Saturday, but by Sunday we're going to be seeing southeasterly winds bringing more moisture into the area. So afternoon thunderstorms each day, 93 for a high on Sunday, up to 91 degrees on Tuesday. Now, Tropical Storm Ernesto has formed, but because of these thunderstorms, we've been more focused on the local area. But tonight at 6, we'll show you what that storm is going to do. Back to you.
Thank you so much, Jim. We've been talking about this all week. Harvest Hope Food Bank is really struggling right now. Their shelves are almost empty, and News 19 is holding a drive right now so you can help.
Right now we're a food bank going on right now, and we have our phone bank going on. Actually, it's you can call 647-0299, and then you can see right there on your screen we're at several locations collecting these canned foods, and they really need your help right now. They said that the time of year is especially bad with children being out of school,
yeah.
and they're going to have to come up with more meals because typically the kids would eat at school. So they're in some dire needs right now. So we have to keep that in mind and do whatever we can to help.
That's right. And a lot of people have already stepped up. Hero After Hero has stopped by and dropped off bags full of food overflowing.
But we wanted to share a story of one lady who stopped by this morning because she knows the importance of full shelves.
We brought spaghetti sauce, canned goods, pork and beans, vegetables in a can, and we're going to get some more perishable items.
Shakara Henderson brought her kids out for a lesson on what it means to give back.
It was a time in my life where we needed some food and Harvest Hope was there for us, so I'm just giving back to the community.
The shelves at Harvest Hope are bare.
But I didn't think it was that bad.
Some workers say it's the most desperate they've seen the food bank in years.
I know it's summertime, it's hard for parents these days, kids out of school, so you have breakfast, lunch, and dinner you have to prepare, so it's getting hard for everybody. I just want to help out.
Well, as you can see right there, it's not just food donations that they're looking for. Of course, you can always make a monetary donation. That's what we're doing right now at the phone bank that we have going on right there. You can see the number right there on your screen, 647-0299, and we have them standing by. Some of them don't look like the phone's ringing, so we need that to start happening.
Yeah, let's put them to work over there. They definitely are out here giving some of their time, and we want you to give from your wallet a little bit if you can spare it, just to kind of help those that are going hungry here in the Midlands.
And it's going on until 7:30 tonight, so do whatever you can to help. Well, in other news, an airplane landed in one very unusual spot on our coast earlier today. The plane landed on a beach on Kiowa Island, close to the Ocean Course Golf Course, the site of this month's PGA Championship. According to deputies, the pilot was traveling from Tampa, Florida to New Jersey and landed on the beach to take a few photos. The plane's tires, however, got stuck in the sand. Around noon, the plane was cleared and took flight back on its original destination. Police say no charges are planned, and it doesn't appear the pilot violated any FAA regulations. And the FAA is investigating after 3 U.S. Airways jets were reportedly taking off or landing at Washington's Reagan National Airport when they came within 12 seconds of a mid-air collision. It happened Tuesday at about 2 in the afternoon when air traffic controllers put 2 departing commuter jets on a collision course with a third plane that was set to land. Thankfully, all the flights and the 192 passengers and crew members reached their destination without any serious problems.
Whew. Well, parents will now have what the State Department of Education hopes will be a more easy and transparent way to find out how their child's school and district are performing. For the first time, school districts and schools will receive letter grades based on student achievement. The change comes under the federal accountability law. The letter grades, are a key part of South Carolina's flexibility request from some parts of No Child Left Behind. Here's how you can find out what marks your child's school has earned. Department of Education website. We have a link to their site in this story on WLTX.com. You'll want to look for the Research Portal tab, and once it drops down, click ESEA Waiver under Federal Accountability on the left. Click 2012 and you'll find a listing of school districts across South Carolina. Once you select your district, we'll use Kershaw County for example, you'll see the summary of the district's grade and points for each school level. Off to the side, you'll also find a breakdown of what each grade means. For example, Kershaw's B means the school scored between an 80 and an 89.9, a performance that exceeds the state's expectations. As you scroll down the page, you'll find information on how each school level, elementary, middle, and high, scored for the districts, showing met or improved levels in different subjects. Some are weighted differently, and you can find that towards the bottom of the school chart. It's all broken down by subcategories like race, gender, and disabilities. If you're wondering how your child's school did, you'll need to scroll down to the bottom of the district's page where you'll find a list of the schools in that district. Select your school and you'll find a similar setup with a quick summary at the top and a detailed chart lower on the page. Well, Superintendent McZays also spoke about problems with literacy. He said low achievement in reading has a lasting effect on students and their ability to perform and learn. He says South Carolina has had improvements in reading for third graders, but nearly 20% of students leave the grade without being able to read on that level. He said about 30% of ninth graders leave middle school not showing a proficiency in math or reading. So later in life, that low reading level from third grade takes its toll on a student's ability to understand and succeed in other areas.
If you can't read your history book, your social studies assignment, your math text, or your science book, that you're going to fall farther and farther behind. So a lot of low scores in these other areas, social studies or science, really just are a reflection of low reading skills because the kids just can't master the material if they can't read and understand it.
McZays hopes to work with the General Assembly on some changes that could help students in the state. He is interested in a year-long literacy program between 3rd and 4th grade for students who need help. And again, we have links to more information on our website, WLTX.com. We're going to shoot things over to meteorologist Jim Gandy in the Weather Center right now. We've got some interesting things happening out there.
We have a new severe thunderstorm, and it's right here in the Columbia area. This severe thunderstorm warning is for Richland County and the extreme southern part of Kershaw County. It'll be in effect until 6:30 tonight. We'll zoom in on this. This has been building during the past half hour because of the winds coming from the thunderstorms to the east, and now even that one is beginning to put out an outflow boundary to the west. Here it is. Here's Dentsville. There's a lot of lightning with this particular thunderstorm, and just north of the intersection of I-20 and I-77, radar is indicating the possibility of some large hail with this thunderstorm. So in addition to wind, heavy rains, lightning, there's some large hail. You can see the hail right here on our Doppler radar. This dark blue area, that's where the largest would be, and it'd be possible that you might be seeing hail larger than an inch in diameter. Now, I might add that we've gotten reports from east of Sumter of hail up to 1.5 inches in diameter. So some of these thunderstorms have been producing some very large hail this afternoon. Again, this is a severe thunderstorm warning for Richland County until 6:30 tonight. Ladies, back to you.
Thank you so much, Jim. We're going to take a quick break, but coming up next, how much money will you spend getting your kids ready to head back to school?
News 19, of course, is always on your side with tips to help you keep more money in your wallets this school year.
Welcome back to Friends at 5. It's time for back to school shopping.
And I don't know about you, but I get so pumped up about the tax-free weekend that's coming up. It starts tonight at midnight and ends Sunday at midnight. The state's 6% sales tax will not be placed on items like clothing, or actually it won't be placed on items like clothing, electronics, and other items. But of course, you can always go look at a complete list of what's tax-free by going to our website at WLTX.com.
And if you're looking for some more ways to save money at the mall, Karen Kava has tips that you should probably pay attention to before you head out and go shopping for those school supplies on
the
your
average
list.
Parent with K through 12 kids is on track to spend more than $688 on back-to-school clothes and supplies this year. Consumer Reports and ShopSmart magazine recommend a little planning before hitting the mall to get more bang for the buck.
Probably you've got note paper or maybe a couple of notebooks. Certainly you've got pens and pencils and things like that. So you want to take an inventory. What do you already have? And then build your list around that.
Buy basic supplies in bulk to use year-round. Retailers will deeply discount certain loss leaders during the back-to-school season. Things like notebooks, folders, and pens. Use the web to hunt for sales instead of going store to store. Spoofy puts deals from weekly circulars in one place. Price Grabber and NextTag allow you to compare prices and set up price alerts. And for the biggest share of back-to-school spending, clothing, start small.
You don't have to start your child off with a full wardrobe. Kids love clothes. They like to have clothes going back to school, but you don't have to go and buy everything all at once.
After all, before you know it, summer will give way to fall, meaning clothes for colder temperatures and Columbus Day sales. For Consumer Watch, I'm Karen Kafa.
Well, while you're out shopping, then you may want to take advantage of other deals in stores this time of year. Some of the best buys this month are certainly related to the upcoming school year, but you don't have to be a student to be interested in great deals on laptops, backpacks, and MP3 players. The same goes for dorm furniture like futons, small refrigerators that of course are aimed at college students but have a place in nearly every home. Lawnmowers will also be on sale, along with clothing and accessories for us ladies out there.
I'm planning my list already.
Oh yeah, see, I always like to do like that in conjunction with extra bucks from CVS. I'm telling you, it's exciting. I feel like it's like a game.
It's a race. It's a
like
plan.
Black Friday.
Whew, it's the warm-up for Black Friday. It's the warm-up.
Yeah, I like it.
All right, keep it here on Friends at 5. We're going to head out and keep telling you more about our Harvest Hope food drive, and we still need your help. We'll tell you how you can help hungry families here in the Midlands coming up. All right, it's getting to be time for dinner, but before you decide what you're going to eat, listen to this.
August is National Sandwich Month. In case you were wondering about the name, a British gambler named John Montague was the Earl of the Sandwich in the late 1700s. And since he needed to keep one hand free for cards, he put his meals between 2 slices of bread. A little food for thought for you.
I know, who knew? Interesting. Well, one place you can get a great sandwich, whether you're looking for a chicken sandwich or hamburger or just some chicken, this is the place.
News 19's Sydney Cummins is there for restaurant report card. Sydney, what are you doing out there?
Hey there, ladies. I am so excited about where we are today. We are at Zesto of West Columbia, and I'm here with Gus to tell me just a little bit more about it. Now, we're standing in front of the chicken fryers right here, Gus. Now, you said y'all sell a lot of chicken, right?
Yes, ma'am. We probably sell more chicken than anybody else in the Columbia area. And we're very particularly, and I've been here over 50 years, and we're very conscientious the way we prepare and the quality. And thank God, and I want to thank our customers, where we were voted as the best chicken in the Columbia area last weekend, and I thank them and I thank God for all this.
And of course, you said that recipe, though, is top secret, right?
Yes, ma'am. We don't reveal our secrets. We're not going to give anybody stick to bitters with it.
But you know, as long as it tastes good, that's all that matters. We don't need to know the recipe, right?
There you go. Yes, ma'am. We're very conscientious about the quality of our product.
All right. Well, we're going to take a look at the ice cream next, so let's do that. Now, Gus, obviously, you're underneath a giant ice cream cone, so Zesto is also known for their ice cream as well.
Yes, ma'am. I do believe they will sell more ice cream than anybody else in the Columbia area. And again, like I said, we take pride in what we use, and thank God for our customers again.
And of course, it's not just ice cream, but all different kinds of food here at Zesto, and we're going to have so much more on everything coming up later on tonight. Ladies?
Thank you very much. And I'm telling you, that place is packed. You go there during lunchtime, you better strategically plan it because you're not going to be able to find a parking space.
Well, we said they've got the best over there, so.
Well, flying just got a little tastier. Imagine being able to get premium foods such as citrus marinated chicken skewers while you travel. Well, U.S. Airways says its new Dine Fresh program will allow international coach customers to do that and more for a small fee. For about $20, the airline says passengers can enjoy a premium meal on their long flights. Customers can choose anything from a gourmet salad to a slice of creme brulee cheesecake. The deal even comes with a glass of wine, but you have to reserve the meal at least 24 hours before your flight.
Well, Harvest Hope is in a dire need right now. The shelves are getting empty over there, and families here in the Midlands are going hungry, but you can help.
The food bank, we have our phone bank. I keep calling it a food bank, I'm sorry, but the phone bank is going on right now, but we also want to tell you about the 6 Midlands locations, Piggly Wiggly locations, that is. We have one at Devine Street, and as you can see there on your screen, many other locations across the area. So please do whatever you can to go out there, and I always try to, rummage through my cupboard and try to find ones that you can bring out. Also, our phone bank is still open until 7:30 tonight.
And we need to put those volunteers to work right now. Some of them look like they could use a friend to call. So
make
pick
those
up
phone rings.
Exactly. There we go. There's one right there. That number's at the bottom of your screen, 647-0299. They're going to be hanging out with us here at the WLTX studios until about 7:30. So you have plenty of time, but go ahead and make those calls as well.
Well, stay with us. Up next, a store clerk was inside just stretching and killing time when the unthinkable happened.
Yeah, we've got some amazing video next on Friends at 5.